Hey, it's Galaxy 2, it's World S, it's the last world, and Walter is here with me. We're going to be getting the last green stars in the game.
This is where S happens, so you gotta watch out for that.
It's World S because it's S tier, it's the best levels.
Why is S the best?
I don't know. You know, because there's like the tier
Super
list thing, there's S tier. Is
Yeah, I
it for like
understand.
special? I don't know what it's
Where
supposed
was
to
the
mean.
origin of the S?
I don't know.
Why not? Okay.
I'm not a sleuth.
Maybe
Anyway,
that's
these
what
are
it is.
not
Sorry.
S tier levels at all. World S, I've probably already talked about this in the first leg of this LP, but World S is entirely recycled levels from the first game or other games in some way. I don't know, Twisty Trials is a recycled Mario Sunshine level. And I think all the other ones are from Galaxy 1.
They're not recycled though, they're classics.
Wow. Well, whatever. The good news about them is that they're all like mini levels, so there's only 2 green stars per level. There's not as many levels as regular worlds, and a lot of them are pretty small, so the green stars aren't hard to find, at least, but as you'll see in a little bit, there are a couple that are a little bit of a pain in the ass to actually reach.
A little bit of head scratchers coming in.
Yeah, well, not head scratchers so much as like wanting to
Button
bash your
scratcher.
head into the fucking wall because it's annoying.
Well, I mean, maybe you should be scratching your head, because if you knew how to do it right, you wouldn't be doing that.
Yeah. Well, but you'll see.
toxic.
These ones are very
that was
easy.
a little bit tricky.
Obviously. Yeah, that's also why this video is much shorter than a lot of the other ones. Which have all, like, cracked 40 minutes, because, you know, it's a lot of stars.
They've been chunky.
But I mean, in there.
Yeah, you just gotta grind through them, you know?
But yeah, this is the home stretch. We just got the 230th star, and there's 242 in the game, so we're really coming up on... This has been like a year and a half in the making. I did not plan for this green star thing. I think I started this in, like, August. I did not plan for it to take this long, but I've had a very busy last couple of months, and have just been, like, pursuing other things and other interests. So this has not been, and I've just been like really not sweating like updating YouTube like on any sort of schedule. I like to try to, but I've always been pretty bad about it. And with this in particular, where it's like, you know, 2 hours of gameplay goes into each video that I have to then, you know, cut around, it's like... yeah, if it's a couple weeks between each one, you know, I have other shit going on, it's not that big of a deal. And also, you know, I wanted to have you and JT for most of these videos, so it depends on your availability as well.
Yeah, because I'm so hard to schedule with.
Yeah, you know, you're always, you're very busy.
Oh, yeah, I'm
man.
getting more busy, you know. I got my box outside.
Yeah, you got your projects.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of the annoying ones. It's actually 2 annoying ones. I also hate this level. The rolling ball is one of the few, like, gameplay mechanics in these games that I think is really wonky and bad, and I'm running out of battery.
What the fucking battery notification?
So, yeah, you may have seen I missed the first green star, so now I'm going after the second. And I think this is my successful attempt at getting the second green star. There were many failed ones, but it's a little tricky. It's coming up right here.
You always know you're in for a great time when you see that fucking ball.
Yeah.
I have too much trouble doing it in Dolphin where I was using a controller, but I think it's a lot trickier with the fucking Wiimote.
It's way more finicky with the Wiimote. I honestly prefer the fucking flying to the ball, which is...
Yeah, the
really
ball's a
saying something,
nightmare.
because I hate the flying. It's mostly with turning with the ball. I can never... There doesn't seem to be, like, a consistent amount of turning the Wiimote, like, that is analogous to you know, turning is... I don't know. It's always a crapshoot how much you're actually going to turn.
Yeah.
You were saying?
I just want to say I despised that fucking ball when I was a kid. I think I was only able to finish, like, the first ball star in Galaxy 1.
Yeah, you can see I didn't even do my normal professional Let's Player thing of letting the little opening shitter play out because I was so fucking tired of this star.
Why is that a professional Let's Player thing?
I don't know, I'm joking, but
I
just,
feel like
you know,
the real professional Let's Player thing now is to cut out all the stupid shit nobody wants to actually watch.
Yeah.
So I think that's a great thing. You're a real pro now, Tim.
I don't know, I like to skip as few things as possible in Let's Plays for whatever reason.
Hey.
But obviously this is like, you know, the green star it's a little different.
That's understandable.
Yeah. But anyway, that's that. That was like the bulk of the time that I was playing. There's very few edits for the rest of the video because that was like...
We got one coming up in about 10 minutes, I see. Maybe 11.
Yes, everyone get ready for that one. But yeah, that was like, those 2 stars was probably a good like half hour. I was really getting fucked. Luckily, there's a very easy to get 1-up on that one, so I didn't game over or anything.
Oh yeah, I always like it when they do that.
In fact, I think I may have had a net gain of lives from doing that, weirdly enough. This is the Sunshine thing. Always kind of makes me want to play Sunshine, even though this level in Sunshine makes me want to die.
Yeah, but it makes you think about it.
A lot different. Yeah. I do like Sunshine still.
I never got terribly far in it, but I mean, the chunk of it that I have played, I enjoyed. I think I got as far as getting like 30 funny sun stars, and that's about it.
Yeah. Well, I have beaten it, and it is an ordeal.
Yeah. I understand there's some fucking shit in it, but, I mean, I like fucking shit, so...
Well, I like the blue coins, especially. The worst part is just kind of like the filler stuff that you have to get, which is all, you know, that's a lot of the back half of Mario games if you plan to 100% it, like I'm doing right now. And, you know, it's not that it's all bad, but it's kind of a mixed bag, and you do get a lot of repeated stuff.
I almost feel like I'd rather...
doing now.
I kind of like it that way, because you just kind of get to the point that you want to stop, and that's it, unless you really plan on 100%ing it. You don't, like, fucking get to the end wishing there was more. That's why I find.
You have to be a real Mario head to want to finish it all. Because you have to want to play a level that you've played like 20 times in the last 10 years between the 2 games. Like, we have a Boss Blitz Galaxy coming up in this one, and to get to the 2 green stars in that, we have to fight our good friend Petey Piranha twice.
Great.
And I think, between all of the, you know, all the regular stars and then the prankster comets and whatnot between the 2 Galaxy games. That was a good save there, me.
Toasty.
Yeah, I was probably, I don't know. Anyway,
yeah.
I was just thinking while playing the Boss Blitz Galaxy that between these 2 games, you probably fight Petey Piranha like 15 times. Like, there's so many.
They just really like
you have to do like the Daredevil run. Yeah, they really. People love Petey Piranha. I guess.
They put it right in the front of the game too, so that's the first thing you see is fucking Petey Piranha.
You fight him a lot in Sunshine too.
Yeah, I was gonna say that same thing. I know that he's at least in like one of the first areas in Sunshine.
Yeah, I think Petey Piranha was Sunshine the first appearance of him. I think so. It's the first time he's a boss, as far as I'm aware. Unless he's in one of the more obscure Mario games that I have not played. Or like one of the fucking sports games.
Maybe there's like a Piranha Plant character in Mario RPG that somebody in the comments is like seething about.
Yeah, oh, how could you forget?
Not that that's actually a thing.
My favorite party member from Mario RPG, Kevin, the Piranha Plant.
Oh man, he's my buddy.
Yeah. I would like to play Mario RPG one of these days. Or, Maybe one of the Paper Mario games. I want to get into more RPGs in general, and I feel like one of the Mario ones would be a good like baby mode to ease myself in.
It's a good way to bridge the gap.
Yeah, because they're also not terribly. Yeah, I played Thousand Year Door like when I was like 10, and I just bought some used GameCube games at GameStop back when you could do that, and that was one of the ones I got, and I played it for a while, but I guess I probably didn't have the attention span for that game, because that game is really fucking long. And like most Paper Mario games, the first like 2 or 3 hours of it is like 80% reading.
Oh man, yeah, I'm not a fan of that. As I understand though, that game's apparently very good, so maybe it would be good to try and finish it.
It looks good. I've watched a couple LPs of it back in the day, hence why I bought it.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I want to say, not to be, far be it from me to say that I'm some, Mario, expert or whatever. The guide that I've been using singled this star out as, particularly hard to get, because you have to do a triple jump and, obviously avoid this tox box and whatever to get the green star. But as you'll see, it did not take me very many tries. I did not find this very difficult.
Some people just have a really hard time doing triple jumps, I think.
But then the rolling coaster, the fucking ball level, that one, it was just like, yeah, this one's a little bit tricky, and I'm, seething over it for an hour. Because, I don't know, to me, doing something like that where you have to, steer something precisely and then, make a tricky jump where you have to, land at the exact right point in the sky to get on the star. That other one where you, have to jump off the hump that has the 1-up on it is also fucky because it's very easy to slip off of that little incline. That kind of stuff is, precise jumping and precarious movement is a lot harder to me than... I mean, I guess this is also precise jumping, but it's... You know what I mean.
I think it's especially true with the ball shit, just because of, the nature of the way you control that.
Well, yeah, you also, waving your fucking dick around to control it.
Precision is one thing, but also, just the way the fucking, vertical Wiimote shit works is not good.
Yeah, I can't say I'm a fan of that. The stuff in the game that makes use of the motion controls is a bit of a mixed bag, but I suppose that's how it normally goes.
I mean, I like the flicking to spin and shit like that. That works pretty well,
that stuff is all good. And the stuff using the Wiimote to point and whatnot is all, that's all incorporated well. I like sucking up the star bits. Shooting the star bits can be a useful last resort if you're getting your ass kicked.
Yeah, sucking up the star bits is pretty enjoyable.
Oh yeah, well, we're gonna have to, I don't think in this one, but in the next one we're gonna have to do a lot of sucking up star bits, because you have to get 99.99 to unlock the last star.
Oh, spectacular.
So we're gonna do a lot of sucking.
One of you gets to that too soon.
Yeah. It's such a weird, thing. The way you get the last star is very strange. You have to get the Comet Medal, but then the Prankster Comet doesn't just show up. You have to get 9,999 star bits and then give them to the Bank Toad, and that makes the Comet show up.
Why?
And I don't know. And
it's wanted to be fucking harder. I guess because it's a very difficult level, they wanted only the real gamers to get to it.
Yeah, but you don't have to be a real gamer, though. You just grind starbits for 20 minutes. I don't know, but I guess it's just
maybe they just want losers to play it.
Maybe the relative lack of collectibles, they were like, okay, well, the star bits are the fun collectible in this, so, we're gonna make you get all of them. I don't know if there's anything in the first Galaxy game that involves getting all the star bits, or if you get any sort of reward for getting all the star bits, other than just...
there are a few...
Rosalina's like, oh my god, you're so rich.
There's a few Luma things where you have to get, a few thousand star bits, but I don't think there's, anything else that you really do with them.
Yeah. I do think I would like to do an LP of the first Galaxy game one of these days.
That one's my jam, because that's the only one I've actually played, which I think I've mentioned every video.
Hey guys, did you know that Mario Galaxy is the only Galaxy game that Walter played?
Yeah. Leave a like in the comments if you knew that.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm much more familiar with this game, but I've played Galaxy.
Well, yeah,
a couple
so
times.
we can compare and contrast their knowledge. You know, you have the 2 next to it. You know all about that.
Yeah, exactly. But you are Mr. Gay.
I am Mr. Gay.
Yeah.
I fucking love that. That's
does
so
not
goddamn
have.
stupid.
I love You Are Mr. Gay. This game does not have the You Are Mr. Gay stars.
It's a real
this is
goddamn
not
shame,
You Are
I
Mr.
think.
Gay 2. Yeah, homophobic.
Yeah, it's kind of gross, Nintendo.
Well, okay, was You Are Mr. Gay homophobic, or is getting rid of it homophobic? Was You Are Mr. Gay, were the little twinkles on the stars spelling out You Are Mr. Gay, was that representation or homophobia?
Well, I mean,
leave a comment and let me know what you think.
Is being Mr. Gay a bad thing? I think that sounds pretty
I don't think
solid.
inherently. I think if you think You Are Mr. Gay, having You Are Mr. Gay on the cover, if you think that is homophobic, then I think that implies that you think that being gay is bad, and that pointing out that you are Mr. Gay is meant to be some sort of insult and not, just a statement of fact or
celebration
even
of
celebration.
brothership.
Yes, exactly. I guess the only person who would know is Miyamoto himself. So, who, as we all know, Miyamoto designs all the covers for all the games, too.
Maybe he's Mr. Gay.
So yeah, that one's extremely easy. It's just, the Boss Blitz Galaxy is so fucking boring for the green stars. It's just like, the green stars are just sitting there on one of the planets.
Go get it.
Yeah, it's there.
Fetch, bitch.
It's time to fight all your favorite bosses again. Did you see when we fought PD Piranha just now? Well, I'm gonna do it again. I cut it out so you don't have to watch it, but
that's
did it
what.
again.
See, that's what you guys have been waiting for. That's the cut.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Oh, I can't. We're gonna see you on the other side, baby.
I'm gonna get a complaint from PD Piranha. He's not getting the screen time. That
He's gotten plenty of
signed
fucking
up
screen
for.
time.
I know, he's probably been.
Time.
It is scream time because he's screaming. Did you hear him? Every time you hit him, he's yelling. Yeah, like that.
There we go. We got him. Good job, Tim.
All right. Well, we got Mr. Holy Moly, or whatever his name is.
Mr.
I forget this boss's name. It's like
Mr. Gay.
I think it's like Mr. It's not Mr., but it's something Major Burrows. That's what it is.
I couldn't have told you that.
It should be like Clarence or something. And like most bosses in this game, you beat him by hitting him on the ass.
I like that this takes place in like a completely black void.
Yeah,
okay, there's
it's
some
just
stuff
the
in
boss.
background. There's not a whole lot though.
Well, it's just the other planets with all the bosses on them.
Yeah, you're in the boss cloud right now.
It sucks that these bosses have, they're stuck here and they can't do anything other than just be on their little planetoids, because at least in their actual levels, they, like, had levels, you know? Like, it was their domain.
Oh, man.
Here's Poltergeist, who gave me a real beating in the Prankster Comet section of this LP, but in this one, you don't even have to fight him at all.
In Galaxy 1, you have to fight him with 1 HP.
Yeah, I think you have to do that in this one as well, because I remember fighting him in this LP and having to do that, I think.
Well, either way.
Well, yeah, because you have to do the Boss Blitz. You have to do Boss Blitz Galaxy Daredevil run, so you have to do all the bosses without getting hit.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
I think. I might be, or maybe it's a time challenge. I'm talking out my fucking ass. I don't even remember what I did in this.
Well,
LP.
either way, we do have to do at least
Whatever.
once
You
throughout
have to,
the series.
Yes. At least once you do a Daredevil run of Poltergeist, and it's a pain in the ass. And I'll probably have to do it again if and when I LP the
I
first
remember
Galaxy
playing
game.
this game or playing Galaxy 1 around when it came out and people shitting their pants about it. I got like really lucky and managed to do it on my first try, or maybe my second, and I felt like God.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Well, here is Flip Out Galaxy. I do fuck up a couple times here. I just decided to
well, you know,
let
that's
it slide.
something that your viewers are used to seeing by now, Tim.
Yeah. Well, you'll get to see the hilarious pratfalls.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. I like the
I was
game.
gonna try to make a joke, I just didn't.
The game is still explaining how to spin to me. Here's me not knowing how to play video games.
To be fair, this does look like it's a little bit tricky to time correctly.
Well, the real thing is I shouldn't be trying to do the wall jump here. I should be doing it off to the left.
You
but
can also
it took
do
me
it right.
a second to figure that out. I just had to die a couple times first. But yeah, this is weird that this is the last, like, normal level of the game. I also think this might be the one of this world that isn't recycled. I don't remember this from any earlier game, so I think this might be the only original one. In which case, I mean, it's good. Great.
I love that shit. Fucking... when you miss something just because you lack depth perception, that's always really fun.
I was just about to say, yeah, when my only reference point is the fucking endless void of space to measure my body against, of like where I am. Luckily, they give you a 1-up, so you can die as many times as you want.
That's good. That happens in A Hat in Time a lot, I think. That's like the one gripe I have with that game. There's a lot of times where you have to like jump onto ropes in space, and it's just a fucking pain in the ass.
I had that. I only played a little bit of that game, but I also seemed to have a problem with like not knowing where my shadow was under me and having a tough time knowing exactly where I was. That's also like when I LP'd Wallace and Gromit Project Zoo.
Oh, nice.
In that game, your character has no shadow, so it's just
figure it out.
You just guess where you're landing.
No, you go by feel. You close your eyes and talk to the console like you're Speed Racer.
Yeah, it's like, let me see where in 3D space I am in this 2D image with no, like, actual way of knowing. So this game is at least a little better than that, but it still can be easy to fuck up if you're a fucking idiot like me.
Playing Galaxy 1 for the first time, like, right when that game came out, was really interesting just because of all the camera fuckery from the gravity fuckery.
Yeah, that
was kind of, like, new at the time.
Yeah, that was pretty novel. I don't know if I've ever said this, but I was thinking about it recently, and, forgive me if this sounds corny or whatever. Also, these Cosmoclones are a real pain in the dick.
Ouch.
But getting hurt by them actually kind of helps because then they all have to do the getting hurt animation, so...
I always thought you died when they touched
time. I guess not in this one, maybe in the other one. But I was gonna say, I've thought a couple times recently about how, like, I don't know... Maybe I could think of others, but I don't really know of any other game that I felt the way I did the first time I, like, saw/played through the first Mario Galaxy, because there was just something about that, and, like, it was right when the Wii came out, and I could say this about, like, how the Wii was at the time, too, where it really felt like something,
oh, yeah,
really cool and new.
That was a pretty great time to be a 12-year-old.
Exactly. And yeah, I just remember seeing this, the first game, and like, the opening and everything, which, of course, now everyone hates because it's really long. Oh yeah, I get my ass kicked by these spikes a few times, so enjoy that. Kabam.
Ouch. You got the real, 1-2 buckle my shoe, dude.
Yeah, I got really, got hurt there, but...
Oh, you almost got hurt again.
Oh, I'll get hurt more, don't worry.
Thank God.
Takes me a little bit to get my groove. Like, yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely not quite in the groove yet.
Yeah.
It's alright.
But yeah, there's just there's something about that game that it felt very, like, big and grand. The space theme and the music probably has a lot to do with it.
I felt the same way playing Twilight Princess for the first time. I played it on the
I've
Wii.
heard a lot of people say that as well, and I get that, because I watched my brother play through that. I never played through it myself as a kid. But I also remember thinking that it just has this, the look of it and everything has this quality to it that's very, like, dreamy and yeah, just like big and felt really new and
yeah, dreamy is a really good way to say it.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm sure, like I'm sure there's other games that are like that, but there are none that I've gotten quite that feeling.
They got
sure
the
being a
aesthetic
child
dialed
had a
in
big part
pretty
of it
good.
well.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely part of it. But
Yeah,
I mean, there's still like good games that you experience those things from.
oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know what I mean by that.
No, you can.
I like
you
the
can
game.
still. Yeah, you can still definitely have big feelings for new games and whatnot. But that one just has a specific feel to it that I remember very fondly, and it felt very novel at the time. And I mean, that game was a big fucking deal when it came out. All the crazy, planetoid shit and like you were saying, the camera stuff is a little bit wonky now. I think one of the reasons that I've probably like latched onto this game more and played it more is I think it kind of tightens up the screws with the mechanics of the first game a little bit.
Nice wall jump in there, buddy.
Hell yeah. Even though that's the main reason that I can forgive. Also the fact that there's like so many new ideas as well in this game. It's not all recycled crap.
That's what we need. We need more games that are just the last game too.
Yeah, this game was basically just like an expansion pack for Galaxy 1. It's just more ideas they had, and I enjoy it.
I'd be happy if the next Mario game was Odyssey too.
Big surprise, I'm just saying I like a game that I've spent 32 videos playing. Anyway, here it is. This is the last fucking thing in the game. It's Grandmaster Galaxy.
Woo!
There's only 2 stars left, and they're very difficult if you're a baby like me.
They're pretty tricky.
So, no, they are tricky, but,
I still really want to do it. I've never done it before.
Well, I did do it. I already recorded it, and you'll see it soon. So see you then.
I can't wait. You all had to wait. Bitch.